Hello, and welcome back to the Aquatics Planet channel. My name is Joe. If you don't know, if this is your first time watching a video by this channel, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Alright, so today's video is called, I have a little note here, where can I find fish? You might think that's a silly question or even a ridiculous question, but to me, there are no ridiculous questions. So, here we go. Where can I find fish? I promise I'll make this as short as possible and as painless as possible. This video is part of a series called Fish Education. I try to break down topics that I come up with, look them up. I try to write down some notes, and I try to get it out there as quickly and as easily as possible, as painless as possible. So I hope you enjoy this kind of series. If you don't, if you want to check out fish farms or if you want to check out aquarium stores, check out another one of my series on my channel. So today, of course, I just said the name of the video is called Where Can I Find Fish? You can pause and check out my notes for yourself. Alright, so where can I find fish? Yeah, you might think that's a silly question, but it really isn't. To me, it definitely isn't. So, first I'm going to talk about the distribution of fish. I'll mention where I got this information at the end of the video, or maybe I'll link it or put it down in the description. So, let's get right into what I was talking about. Okay, the distribution. Bony fishes inhabit almost every body of water. That's right, you can find fish just about everywhere. So they are found in tropical, temperate, and polar seas, as well as virtually all waters, all freshwater environments. Yep, you can find fish just about everywhere. That's the distribution. They're scattered all out throughout just about every body of water you can find. So if it's good to know this. Why am I talking about this subject when I'm a fish hobbyist, right? I'm a fish hobbyist. Maybe you are a fish hobbyist or aquarium hobbyist. And it's good to know where your fish come from, or think about that kind of thing. So first I'm going to be talking about the distribution of fish. Let's continue on. So they can live as deep as 11 kilometers or 6.8 miles deep in ocean areas. They can live in very deep water, lots of pressure down there, right? But they can live pretty deep, 11 kilometers, or that's 6 miles deep. Right? They inhabit lakes as high as 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles. So they can live in lakes, lake areas on top of pretty much mountains, or not exactly on top of the mountain, but on higher parts of elevation of above sea level, I guess. So they can live very deep and very high, basically, right? So about 58% of all species live in marine environments. So there you go. About 58% of fish are marine fish, live in the ocean, saltwater fish. And freshwater fish make up about 42%. 42% is a pretty big number of fish that live in freshwater. And I'm a freshwater hobbyist, by the way. So all my tanks are freshwater fish, or have freshwater fish. I don't have like saltwater tanks at this time. I would like to get into that, but right now I don't have anything like that. So 58% of fish on the planet live in the ocean or marine environment. Only 42% of fish, well, that's still a big number, almost half, live in fresh water. So that's pretty cool. So it's good. Where do your fish come from? You ever think about that? I mean, most of our fish come from different places, right? Different places around the world sometimes. Or I know many of you people probably get your fish from a fish store. You don't catch your fish, and maybe the fish store gets it from a fish farm, and the fish farm maybe breeds them. But where did they get them originally from? I don't know. But they probably come from different environments. And next is just that. Habitat. Quick little notes, nothing difficult. I'm not making this too difficult. Here you go, if you want to read it. Pause. Yeah, I know I should probably write this on the screen. right? But I guess I'm an old-fashioned. I like writing stuff down a little bit, you know? So, habitat. Bony fishes can live in freshwater, seawater, and brackish water. Those are the 3 different types of habitats most fish live in. Freshwater, seawater, and brackish water. Brackish water might not be familiar to everybody, but it actually says what brackish water exactly is. It's a combination of fresh water and salt water. Usually like in the river, big rivers that meet the ocean, they create like an area that has brackish water. There are fish that live just in that area, the mixture of the ocean water and the fresh water. And so some fish, you have to have brackish water in your aquarium. So you need to make brackish water, which is like it's a percentage of, well, we'll talk more about that, well, some other time. But, you know, it's a percentage of salinity. Okay, so where was I? Oh, the salinity. That's right. The salinity of, I only wrote down one type of salinity for this video. Salinity of salt water is about 35 parts per thousand. So 35 parts per thousand is the salinity of salt water. I don't know exactly the salinity of brackish water. If you want to read what I just talked about on this, in these notes anyway, all fishes live in virtually all aquatic habitats. If you want to read more about what I'm talking about here, these quick little notes that I copied down, go to seaworld.org. SeaWorld.org. I'll try to write that on the screen so you can at least check out that website, read about it, because this is a video after all. Videos, I'm not going to put a ton of information. I'm not going to sit there and read you guys a book, you know, or something like that, or read a whole website or about the habitat and distribution of fish. But it's good to know where your fish come from. I think I mentioned that already, but it's good to know where your fish come from for different reasons. You know, your fish might have to be in very warm temperature. There are fish habitats that they're very, very hot water, and they live in there. I think it's like the Nevada desert or something like that. There's a type of fish that can live in like 100-degree water. And then there are habitats where fish can live in super, super cold water. I'm not sure if people have those types of fish in the aquarium hobby, but maybe somebody does. But that would be pretty cool, have like an ice tank where your fish literally live in like an Arctic type of an environment. You know, you're adding in like ice cubes or something like that. That would be pretty interesting to see. I don't remember ever seeing any fish hobbyist video or anybody talking about that subject. Perhaps I will someday. I'll try to make my own Arctic tank. You know, I'm not sure how that would work, but hey, I'm also trying a new lens out for you guys who watch this channel regularly. I'm trying out different lenses on my new camera to see which one gives me the best picture, sound. Well, sound doesn't come from the lens, but you get it, the best picture possible. This one I think is working better. My last lens was quite noisy. It was like a standard lens that I read on the internet. Well, I'm talking about lenses now. I should get back to doing fish. But the picture of the video or the look of the video is important to me, and I'm trying to improve that. Okay, so today was the distribution of fish. Basically, you can find them just about everywhere. They're mostly, and the habitats of fish. They're most like 58%, like I said, live in the ocean. Only 42% live in fresh water. And some of the most famous places you can find fish, of course, are places like lakes and rivers and ponds. Anywhere, those are basically the habitats, the real places where you can find different types of fish. But remember, they can also live in very deep water and very high up in above sea level. So I think that's just about it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you can, be so kind as to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. Do you think about where your fish come from? I know I try to think about that. I try to research a little bit. Like if I keep a certain type of fish, it's good to know because you have to know what kind of temperature your water in your tank should be. For example, you know, if you have a cold water type of fish, you don't need a heater. You can just leave it to the environment around you. If you have a tropical fish from like a tropical rainforest area, well, I didn't talk about that, but there you go. Like the Amazon, a lot of fish come from the Amazon. A lot of fish come from especially your cichlids. A lot of the African cichlids come from, of course, Africa, and so that's another environment and or habitat environment, yeah, basically. Okay, so that's just about it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm Joe. This is the Aquatics Planet channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching. Bye.